watching the Mystical Green Beanie.
Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? I am the Mystical Green Beanie, and I just got back from Baltimore Comic-Con, and it was awesome. I had a lot of fun, and I got a bunch of my stuff signed. But when I was getting one of my books signed by Tom King, he asked me a very important question, and I answered him with a joke, because I apparently can't take anything seriously. But of course I would take life as a joke, because mine is one. That one actually kind of hurt. Anyways, the question he asked me was, what can DC do to improve themselves and make me, the customer, a happier customer than I already am? So instead of saying, maybe you should work on a Bugs Bunny book, because of course I'd say some dumb shit like that, here's what I actually think would improve DC Comics. Number 1, let's talk about double shipping.
Stop! Stop!
No. Yeah, this is something that I'm going to go into detail about in just a second, but yeah, stop double shipping your books, please. Because you're publishing a lot of books right now, and these books cost $2.99 and $3.99, and while these prices aren't inherently unappealing, they are when people have to factor that into their budget in order to keep up with their favorite titles every other week. You need to space things out, and trust me, if you do that, people will be more inclined to buy more books, because that way, people would have it in their minds that they would be spending less money, or would be getting more bang for their buck. Number 2, publish less books at once. Because right now, you're publishing 32 ongoing series, and while that's not really more than what you were publishing in 2006, the difference between 2006 and 2017 is that there weren't as many comics being published in 2006 as there are now. Because now, there's literally a book for everyone. And while that is a good thing in theory, the market is being oversaturated. And with the current state of the industry being what it is, maybe let's not publish so much. Plus, a lot of people just don't have the money to keep up with everything. Now, I'm not saying you should cancel half your lineup, but maybe cut the number of books down to 24? Maybe? And you should probably start by trimming the fat. Because right now, there's 3 main Batman titles, and God knows as much as I love Scott Snyder, All-Star Batman does not need to exist. And honestly, I think it's high time he moved on to a different character that isn't Batman or Batman related. And as much as I love this book right now, the world can live without Red Hood and the Outlaws. And as for Steve Orlando's JLA, look, Steve Orlando is a great guy, he's a fantastic writer, but I'll say the same thing about Justice League that I heard one of my customers say about the X-Men and Spider-Man. Remember when Justice League was a good selling book? Yeah, that's because there was one of them. And again, I'm just saying this for the ongoing titles, and I'm not counting miniseries or maxi-series for this. Number 3, building off my point of people not having the money to keep up with all the titles DC is putting out, I think it would be best if you drew the line at $2.99. Because like I said, comics are expensive, and $2.99 I feel is a fair price point. Now, I know when Rebirth started, you guys had all your books at $2.99. Hell, you published an 80-page giant and sold it for $2.99, and that was awesome. And I know that only now are you starting to price your more popular books at $3.99, and are adding a digital code to the ones that you've upped the price on, but again, that's $3.99. And I guarantee you that the majority of those digital codes that you're putting in those books aren't being used. Because the people who are buying these books at their local comic shops are buying physical copies for a reason. That reason being, they don't use digital. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Number 4, by the time the year ends, there will have been 7 crossover events. 7! Night of the Monster Men, Justice League vs. Suicide Squad, Superman Reborn, The Button, Teen Titans Lazarus Contract, and while those 5 were very well written, very well drawn, fast-paced, and quickly published on a weekly basis, meanwhile Dark Knight's Metal, which is the 6th event running currently, is proving to be yet another hit, and Doomsday Clock showing a lot of promise in its advertisements, I won't lie, with all these events, it feels like Rebirth has been going on far longer than it actually has. And with things being as busy as they are, I'm worried about potential burnout. And number 5, bring back the Elseworlds line officially, please. That way, stories like Nightwing: The New Order will perform far better and alleviate confusion for more casual readers or people who are hip deep in multiple books who maybe overlooked it. I can't tell you how many people have picked up Nightwing the New Order and have looked at the book and said, "The hell is going on here? Last time I was reading Nightwing, he was a secret agent. He's the villain now?" And I completely understand their confusion. So, like I said, DC should bring back the Elseworlds line, and that way, people won't be so confused when they're picking up comics like this at their local comic shop or online. Although, to be fair, if you're buying something digitally, chances are you're already using the internet, so if you're confused about something, just Google it. Don't be lazy. But yeah, those are the major things that I feel DC can do to improve. Now, I don't have any insider knowledge or any clues on how to run a company. I'm just saying this based off of me being a customer and working in a comic book store, so this was all just from my point of view how DC could improve. Anyways, what are your thoughts, people who watch this video? Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think DC can do as a company to improve themselves? Let me know down below in the comment section. Also, if you like this video, hit the like button, share, support the channel, and if you want to see more content like this, all you have to do is subscribe. I'm the Mystical Green Beanie. Thanks for watching, and as always, until next time, wait for it. Adios, nachos. Adios.